Hello everyone and welcome back to Fun Deck Frequence. Let's jump into a time machine and enter the Jurassic world. Welcome back in the kitchen everyone. Man, this is so spicy you can burn your tongue, telling you. So, as you saw in the thumbnail, today is all about dinos. I wanted to do a dinosaur deck kind of since from the beginning. Shoutouts to Matthias, one of my friends. He's a big dinosaur fan. He has kind of nothing to do with Yu-Gi-Oh, but I promised him from the beginning, man, I will do a dinosaur deck. And now finally, after like, I don't know, 6 months in the channel, we finally have one here. So biggest shout out here first to Skilled Brown Magician. He also got a YouTube channel, check him out please. I will link his channel in the description. He had like the basic idea, the basic core of the deck, and this is like dinosaurs with Ultra Evolution Pill, with reptiles and a water engine. And I just changed the deck to my best fit, like I mostly do when we have a Fun Deck Frequence, and I had an idea of another GOAT duelist. So the main theory, like I said, is like you have the Ultra Evolution Pill. It's not the best card, but it's the topic of our deck. You need some reptile monsters, tribute them off, and special summon some dinosaurs. Unfortunately, in GOAT format, we have like, I think 9 dinosaurs or so, and most of them are pretty bad. So these 3 with some others are okay, but this is our deck. Let me guide you through. Our boss monsters are the Black Tyranno and the Dark Triceratops. I think Dark Triceratops is kind of the better one. It's just 1 tribute monster, not 2, and it does piercing damage, which can be pretty cool. And this was like it was a common in, I think, Dark Crisis back in the days, and everyone had it, and it was just the MVP because it's like piercing and it's 2400 and it's a 1 tribute monster, so it was pretty cool. I never really liked the artwork, but it's cool. So and Black Tyranno, if you don't know what it does, it's if your opponent only has defense position monsters, so no back row, no attack position monsters, this one can attack directly. Can be pretty hard to pull off, but these are our boss monsters. To have synergies with the Ultra Evolution Pill, we have to run some reptile monsters, and like the best of them are kind of, in my opinion and in Skilled Brown Magician's opinion, is Gay Lizard. This is like Hane in better, because it has 1400 attack, it's a water, and its flip effect is like to bounce back a monster of the opponent. We run 2 of them and 1 Serpentine Princess. It's just a big bud. The effect is not like existent, but it's also water, it's also reptile, and we need those, so we run 1 of these. Skilled Brown Magician also ran 2 Gravekeeper Spies. I see why, but in my opinion I wanted to have more like some other stuff, and we just have these 3 tribute monsters, and most of the time we will have neither the Ultra Evolution Pill or some monsters on the field to tribute them off. So in my theory, we don't really need to spy. I understand why, but I cut them. Of course, the best serpent in GOAT format by far is Sinister Serpent. This is the card we want to see. Skilled Brown Magician also said this is the main thing we want to have. We want to have this card in hand. We have so much synergy with this card in the deck, so that's why we also run 3 Mother Grizzlies. This is one part of the water package in this deck. We want to search out Sinister Serpent, so we run 3 Mother Grizzlies. When we run water, we run 2 Abyss Soldiers. Perfect synergy with the Sinister Serpent. We have some bouncing stuff going on here. That's why Skilled Brown Magician ran also 2 Trap Dust Shoots. I'm not a fan, and as you see, I run Royal Decree in the main. That's why I just cut this. I don't think it's necessary, and I just don't like the card. And if we have fun decks, I don't want to play a card I don't really like. I don't like the playstyle. I'm not so good at making theories about the opponent's hand. I can play better and with more fun if I see what they do and not to know what they could do, if you know what I mean. But we run 2 Abyss Soldiers, like I said, and this is the whole dinosaur reptile water package. Of course, we play a Sangan if we have a Sinister Serpent and want to search it out. We have a Tsukiyomi, since this is a control build. more of this later. We have a Magician of Faith, just a good flip monster, synergizes perfectly with the Tsukiyomi. We have a Breaker and a Tribe, of course. I think Skilled Brown Magician didn't run Breaker. I decided it's just too good to not run it. And we want to have fun, we want to have the spice. I added one Cyberstein. This can come in clutch and just win the game, and we want to see this and have some fun fusion monsters on the field. So these are the monsters for the deck. Like I said, 2 Ultra Evolution Pill. This card will be dead most of the time. I think 1 is not enough for the meme, and 3 will definitely be too much. So we run 2. We have a Snatch, the Nox, Trinity, Storm, MST, and one of the biggest changes I made for the deck from the Skilled Brown Magician deck is to add a control package. We have 2 Metamorphoses and 2 Scapegoats. I saw his deck and I was like, man, this is a control deck. Like, for me, this is a control deck with the flip monsters and the Abyss Soldiers, the Tsukiyomi. So I really wanted to have these in here. We have a 6-star and a 7-star with these guys. Of course, we have the Serpent, we have the Magician of Faith, and I think this is pretty good. Also, I added a creature swap. I wanted to add 2, but the space is so tight. So we have 1 creature swap. We have the Grizzlies, the Serpent, the Sangan, even the Tsukiyomi, like a also already resolved Gale Lizard. So we have synergies with the creature swap. Of course, the Scapegoats. That's why I added this. Premature Burial is super good here with the Abyss Soldier. We could bounce it back and have another use of it. Maybe get a Dino back from grave. 1 Book of Moon. Book of Moon can help to have like maybe a lethal attack with the Black Tyranno. I saw a comment below the Skilled Brown Magician deck, which was pretty cool. You can have some synergies with the Swords of Revealing Light or Swords of like the Shadow Swords, because you can just put back the opponent's monsters to defense. We don't care about like set defense or face up. And with like Giant Trunade, you can have like these bouncy combos, but I think, and also Skilled Brown Magician said this is more of a Reasoning Gate aggressive build. He also did a Dinosaur Reasoning Gate deck with Exactus Theory, which I read from the comments. So check that out if you want. He makes super spicy, super cool videos. But we have the little synergy here with the Book of Moon. Always good in a control deck, if you ask me. And we got our spicy little salvage. We have some targets here to bring back and have maybe some card advantage. Really, really wanted to include this card. Cup, I always have to think about you when I see this card. With some other cards, but shoutouts here. Since we play Decree, we just have the Ring and the Mirror Force. Nothing more here for this deck in the main. For the side, we have Cyberjar, always good against Reasoning Gate, and 1 Threatening Roar. We will definitely side out the Royal Decrees against OTK decks, bring in these, bring in a Torrential Tribute, and since we play Stein and have Scapegoats and everything, we run 2 Token Thanksgiving against Control or also Reasoning Gate, anything with tokens, good against Burn, you name it. I really, really wanted to add Mad Sword Beast against Control or any Scapegoat deck because it's not so good, but it does piercing damage. It's a dinosaur. Come on, let's bring it in the deck. That's why we play 1 of them. I really wished we could boost this, but maybe we'll do some Gaia Power, Earth Aggro, Dinosaur, Mad Sword Beast stuff in the future. Let's see. Against Turbo, we have our Morphing Jar and a Kaiku and a Elementsaurus. Even Earth monsters on the field, this thing negates flip effect monsters from the Turbo player. But I gotta say, I kind of forgot about that. We just run these 3 Earths. I thought this one always does the job, but it doesn't. Let's, to be honest, let's cut this one. Would be fun for the meme, but I think it's fine like that. Well, let's just add another Book of Moon. Let's add a Threatening Roar. That's better. Unfortunate, I thought like we could do some crazy anti-turbo stuff, but just with 3 Earths, this is pretty bad. So never mind. We have one Morphing Jar, one Kaiko against Turbo, nothing more here. We already have pretty much stuff against Turbo with the bouncy stuff to have the momentum and bring back the stuff to hand. So we just need those two against Turbo, I think. Against the aggro matchups, we also have two Smashing Grounds, pretty good synergies with the Royal Decree since there are spells, and the Swords of Revealing Light, very, very cool with the Abyss Soldier. I didn't want to main it because I think I really wanted to side it against aggro and to have a really use of it. I mean, you can always have a use of it, but like I said, the space is so tight, so I added it to the side. Then we have the third Royal Decree, Mystic Walk against Burn, and a Mobius for sure, since this is water and very, very good against maybe aggro, maybe burn, for example. So guys, this is the deck. Let's go into the kitchen. Before I forget, in the corner we have our Winged Dragon, Protector of the Fortress #1, I think is the name, not sure right now, but we have him here. It's a dragon, it's not a dinosaur, but who cares? I really like those old cards and we have it in the corner. Now we will have some replays to show you guys, and then we will have some real matches. So of course we got the control layout enabled. Since this is a control deck, it fits pretty good. We don't run a magical merchant or so, but you name it. So we have an unrated match against Amelia, I think is the name. They start with Graceful Charity. This version of the deck has some changes to the version I showed you. It still runs the Gravekeeper Spy, and I think it doesn't run like the Stein and some other choices because I was in the testing. But we had some cool plays here I really wanted to show you guys, and that's why we have it in here. But you should know that by now. They discarded Knock and a Regeki Break and set a monster and two back rows. We draw into Mystical Space Typhoon. I remember they wanted to activate something on draw phase. Good thing is we drew the MST that we can chain. That's like the best draw with Sinister Serpent you can have against drop off. Here I added the lock since I wanted to prove that it's MST. We hit a Solemn, which is pretty cool. Didn't really have a read here. I was like, man, is this like Gumo Sumo? But they don't run like Regeki Break, so this looks like some kind of other build. We activated Knock and hit the Spy of them. That's why we just have one Spy left in hand, unfortunately. Maybe we can bait out a Knock, but it is kind of useless here. I think here we just attack with the Abyss Soldier and set the Ring of Destruction. Yep, that's it. Let's see what the opponent does. Set monster, nothing more. Would love myself a Sinister Serpent here. I think here we could rather attack with the Abyss Soldier, then set the Spy, or summon Tsukiyomi, but I think it's better to bring Spy on field. We attack into a Moth, which searches a Graceful Charity. Not the best for us, but they seem to have no real discard fodder, so like the real power of Graceful Charity is like if you have discard fodder. If you don't have, it's also super good, but at least it's not its full potential. So they discard a Night Assailant and a Dekoichi. They forgot about the mandatory effect, but we will tell them. So they get back a Moth, which is super bad. They have a Knock against our Spy. So second Spy is gone. We still got the Ring. Snatch. Here we could think about ringing Abyss Soldier now, but I didn't read any tribute monsters, so we wait till battle phase. Maybe they summon out a Breaker or use the effect of Abyss Soldier to bounce it back. And here I was pretty glad that he bounces back the ring, because then we can have a use of the Storm next turn without being forced to use the ring. So pretty cool here. To summon a Sangan and get in for 2800. But we get 1000 back anyways, and hopefully they set another back row. They do. Perfect. So we get back 1,000. We definitely activate Storm here. They chain ring, unfortunately. So we are even on life points. Definitely not even on deck cards. Here I decided let's just attack into the Sangan, get this out of here, and I think set the ring. They searched for another Night Assailant and didn't realize they had 3 spies. I was like, man, I don't care. I don't care. In a tournament, this would be a game loss, I think, since it's not, the game state is not, like, redoable. But here on a unrated, at this time, single match, we don't care. Whatever. It's a disadvantage for them, so we take that. We draw into Metamorphosis. I think here I would, like, set the Tsukiyomi and chill. We could maybe, tribute it for the Dr. Ceratops. Or just wait. We have the ring. We don't really fear anything right now. But not really anything more we could do, so let's see. They flipped them off again. I remember they had, yeah, they searched for a pretty weird choice, if you ask me. I mean, they have enough hand cards. But I think I would have searched for Knock. But who am I to judge? It's a weird spot for a Snatch Steal in this position, so... But Snatch is a good card, so I don't want to blame them. We draw into Mother Grizzly, which is fine here. We really like that for tribute fodder for Dr. Ceratops. I think we just summon it out and attack into the Moth. The ring can be very huge later, so let's see. We do another 1100 damage. And now I remember the ending of this game, which was pretty cool. So they banish Light Dark for a Sorcerer. Use priority to banish the Mother Grizzly. Lip up the Koichi. And here I was like sitting like and was like, man, if they don't have a back row, if I attack with Dr. Ceratops over the Koichi, it is 1,000 damage. And then with the ring we have exact game. With the Sorcerer. Would be super cool. So they draw into a Thunder Dragon, which they discard. And I was like, no back row please, no back row please. Set monster, that's fine. They attack into the Tsuk, we just reset it because we really need that tribute fodder and no back row. And that was like, man, this is freaking game. So we tribute summon Dr. Ceratops, attack into the Dekoichi, and have exact game by ringing the Sorcerer. Awesome, GG. So we win game 1, they offered a rematch, and I was like, yep, let's do this. This was, by the way, the first duel I did with the deck. I think all replays I will show you, like both, are the only matches I did with the deck. Yep. So no really testing here. It was testing, but already content. So they set a back row, 2 back rows, and a set monster. Pass the turn. Seems like they have a drop-off. In this version, I still ran a Jinso in the side deck, but I cut it later since I didn't want to side in like a Mobius and a Jinso against Burn. It's not really necessary, so I added the Mystic Walk. I think it's way better than another Tribute monster with the Tribute monsters we already had. So it's cool, but I think it's better to have a walk instead. So, and with 3 roll decrees, we don't really need a Jinso. It was one of the reasons. We activate Delinquent Duo, hit a Mirror Force, which is pretty good. And they decide to discard Breaker. So the left hand, the card left in hand must be juicy as hell. So I think, yep, we set the Gay Lizard. I think Royal Decree and the Scapegoats even to play around Duo, and If they have Storm, we can at least chain the Scapegoats, so that's fine. Another set monster. We draw into Sangan. I think we will flip summon Gale Lizard, bounce back the new one, then summon Sangan and get in. I would definitely attack with the Gale Lizard first, since it gets over more monsters than Sangan. We attack into their Sangan. They search out... I'd have to have another look in the graveyard. There comes the Serpent, alright, and one Sangan 1000 beats gets in. Nothing more. I know Scapegoats are dead now, since we have 2 monsters, but I think that's a risk we can take. If they take out one of our monsters, we have a nice end phase Scapegoat Metamorphosis play next turn. I just love control builds for decks like these. It makes the deck, like, in my opinion, in my experience, it always makes the deck better. It gives us time to search out the stuff we want to have. It has cool synergies with the Metamorphosis and Diffusion monsters. I just love it. Maybe I'm just a control player. I don't know. They summon Tribe to get rid of the Gale Lizard. And attack into the Sangan. I think this is an easy Sinister Serpent search. Let's see. Or maybe a Tsukiyomi. Since we want to have a tear and have a advantage. Yeah. Really need that Tsuk to have the perfect use of your tear. So. And face Scapegoats, definitely. So we can have a use of the Metamorphosis. Ultra Evolution Pill, maybe we have a use of it later. Still got the Royal Decree, which makes me feel pretty good. For me, it's just the best in control. So, Metamorphosis coming down, there comes the tear. I remember they chain Raigeki Break, and we have the Decree. There it goes. Let's get that Tribe and have some 1600 beats going in. That's it. We pass the turn. If they have Duo, this would be pretty bad, but they have an upstart. We gladly take those 1000 life points. Set monster, we don't care. Set back row, we don't really care. We draw into a dead Mirror Force. Here, easy Tsukiyomi. Reset Tear. Use the effect on the set monster. And pass... and pass the turn. I just wanted to say attack with the Tsuk, but we can't really. So, yeah, we continue the loop. That's the thing you want to see as a control player. We draw into Pod, which is nice. Activating Pod, draw into Tribe and Spy. Nothing we really need here. Over time in this game, I was thinking like, okay, at one point we could like kind of summon Tribe, get rid of Tear and have more damage, but we don't really need to. We just summon Tsuk, attack, reflip the Tear, end the turn. The combo you want to have in your control. Game plan. So, nothing from the opponent. Gale Lizard, Tsukiyomi, do the thing. Here they asked like, do we want to do anything else than like the Tsuk loop, because they could just decrease their life points by 1100. I really see that, but I just wanted to have the animations for the video. And I just like to actually do the plays. I don't know. I don't like those shortcuts so much. Also, like putting cards right to grave instead of like activating them. I don't know. Don't like that so much. So another beat coming in. I know it's not the most thrilling gameplay right now, but that's the thing we want to do. Having some good old dinos and get the beats in. But in the end, you want to win with your deck. We saw Reptile. We saw 2 Reptiles, actually. So I think that counts. I think that counts. Tsukiyomi coming down. Another attack. I am so curious what they have in hand. And that is game. GG, my friend. So they had Thunder Dragons, Night Assailant, yeah, Decree. Decree is just a thing, especially against kind of a, I think it's a turbo build with drop off, maybe some time seals even, I don't know. But yeah, that was match number 1 against Amelia. Thanks for the match. Let's hop right into the next one. Welcome to replay number 2. I remember this one was like I said before, the exact second match I did with the deck. Here I made some changes already with salvage. I think still no Cyberstein, but almost the deck list I showed you. And I remember the ending. It was just hilarious. So we just set the MST since we don't have the Sinister Serpent knocked. It's one of the most important card for us here. They have a Upstart Goblin. Really like this, the creature swap with the Serpent. Already have Abyss Soldier Serpent combo here. Unfortunately, Salvage will be also kind of dead most of the time, I think. Especially if you draw it like turn 1. They have a duo, hit the creature swap. We definitely discard the Serpent. And please have in mind that we drew the Black Tyranno in the start hand. Keep that in mind for the whole match. End phase MST, perfect here. We get back to Serp. Summon Abyss Soldier, bounce the Sangan back to hand, and already having a kind of a momentum, pretty cool. Get in for 1800. Here I decided I don't want to really have a Mirror Force because it's so early in the game. I don't want to have it like gone with a breaker or something. And that's why I decided to kind of bait set the salvage. And then here I kind of wished we had the Mirror Force since we could have do something against the Kaiku, but at least they weren't able to banish the Serpent. So get it back, summon Sangan, which we drew right now, and have some Sangan beats. And do nothing more. I know we risk another Kaiku or something, but like I said, we want to have the Sangan kind of attacked. And I don't want to waste the Mirror Force so early, so that's why I kept it in hand. We draw into Faith, which doesn't really have so good targets here. That's why, like, I thought pretty long here, but I didn't really see any play, so I decided, let's go to defense. Set the Serpent, so we may have some tribute fodder for Black Tyranno. I know we really risk a knock, but nothing really more to do here. And also all our synergy cards with the Serpent are gone. Now we set the Mirror Force since we want to have both of them as a tribute fodder. So they set a monster, nothing more. So we have some play here. We drew into Ultra Evolution Pill. This is even way better. So we will have tribute the Sinister Serpent for the pill. Here's the combo, Black Tyranno coming down. We will attack with the Sangan into the Sangan to just have defense position monsters left on field. Super cool. I think we search out a Tsukiyomi again. Maybe we could have a Morph Loop or anything. They search a Tsukiyomi too. So that's what we're doing here. Attack directly with the Black Tyranno. Awesome to see. They're down to 1600. We set the Faith, nothing more. And here they just scoop. That's game 1. We win with the Black Tyranno. Ultra Evolution Pill. Ultra Evolution Pill, just awesome. So I think we sided against Turbo. I wasn't so sure at the moment if this is maybe control, but I didn't want to take the risk for a wrong siding, so I just sided the Kaiku and I think the Morphing Jar. Here they have a pretty good start. I remember that. They have Thunder Dragon into Graceful, discarding the Thunder Dragons into Duo. So here we again have the Black Tyranno in our start hand. Unfortunately, they don't hit one of the tribute monsters with the Duo. We definitely discard the Black Tyranno. They set a monster. And we try our best to do something here. Premature Burial, pretty cool. We summon the Grizzly. I didn't see the Premature Burial Black Tyranno play at that time, but they have a ring anyways against the Mother Grizzly. And now I was like, let's just set the Scapegoat and pass. I also didn't really see that they could have a Moth here and recycle Duo. That was pretty bad by me. Just set the Scapegoat, and now unfortunately they recycle their Scapegoats. They recycle their Duo, and we don't really have a chance. We don't really have a chance here. They have a breaker. At least we can like chain our Scapegoats, but this looks super bad. I didn't want to scoop because you always have a chance. Let's just try, see what we draw. Heavy Storm. Didn't want to waste it here. We don't have a play anyways, so let's just pro set Heavy. They activate Raigeki Break in end phase. Discard Mirror Force. And we pass the turn. Or we already did pass the turn. Yeah, they have so much advantage. They have to win here. Not really anything we can do. Set 2 cards. We draw into Abyss Soldier. At least we can attack, I guess. We attack into the Moth, or at least try. They have a Saku, so no chance here. We just continue to play. Maybe get some more informations. So if you don't show any informations by losing, just keep playing to get some infos from the opponent. We draw into Graceful. I'm not sure if we still have it in deck, but here I had a spicy little penguin soldier, but I think I changed it later for the Cyberstein because I realized it does the same job like Gale Lizard and it's not so good. I just I just had it in the deck for like the memes, but that's it. Here they have a Koichi, have even a Night Assailant. I was like, okay, I won't give them these informations. So that's GG, game 2. We are going into game 3. And now tighten the seatbelts because that was just amazing. And I think sometimes, I don't know, how can that be? We have the Black Tyranno again, like 3 times in a row in our start hand. We just run 1. And like most of the time, Darktroceratops 2. I know we ran 2, but know what I mean. Here, pretty interesting hand. We have Gale Lizard and a Royal Decree and a Ring. So if we have like a momentum play or anything, this could be huge. So here, we draw into Breaker, which is the perfect top deck here. So we summon Breaker, pop the back row. We don't care because we have the Royal Decree anyways. Maybe we could have flipped summoned Gale Lizard before, but I don't think that makes any difference. So now we bounce back the monster from the opponent, get in for a good chunk of 3000 damage. And if they summon a monster again in defense and any back row we don't care about, we already have game on field with summoning Black Tyranno and Ring. Look at this. This is just perfect. So here, basic, easy, summon Black Tyranno, get in, direct attack, 2600, Ring, and win. That was like, dude, what the hell? Awesome. So we beat Turbo. Awesome. Well, they had Thunder Dragons, BLS, Moth, Tsukiyomi, Solemn Judgment, and the Breaker. I definitely see why they played the Night Assailant set, because why not? And I think you don't really see a play like this, but so cool. Black Tyranno doing Black Tyranno things with the Ring was just perfect. So guys, really wanted to show you these replays, but now we will have some real matches. Alright, let's trample down some opponents. Paper Gang, welcome to the video. Cook 160. Love myself. Salvage turn 1. Especially if you run just 1. But Pot of Greed for sure. I think setting Mother Grizzly could be better than setting Gale Lizard. Or we summon Mother Grizzly. We have the Stein and the Knock. Let's summon Mother Grizzly, set Scapegoat and MST, and see what we can do next turn, maybe. We could have set Gay Lizard, but we have the Knock, so it does the same job, kind of. Do we want to activate Scapegoats? Yeah, I think so. We block the field, but we don't know yet what we're playing against. Please hit the salvage. The Knock, alright. Let's get rid of the salvage. Yeah, I'd rather have some Scapegoats as a protection than not. Just to have a push with the Cyberstein into maybe 3 or 4 back rows, so I think that's better. In the end, we're a control deck to play slower. Decree. That's good. Yeah, let's just attack into the monster. What should we do? Should be a Moth. It's Spy. Okay. So now field is blocked. Not the end of the world. Let's see. Nothing from the opponent. Another Grizzly. Love to see it. Well. Yeah, I think we just go to defense and chill. Looks like a slow game. Very experienced player. Damn. Well, there goes the Decree. So it should be turbo. It was all pretty unfortunate with the storm and everything, but yeah, we draw just monsters. Nothing to do here. They just wait for the chaos stuff to come in. We can't do anything, unfortunately. Alright. Could be good with the Stein. There goes Thunder Dragon. Okay. Bolter. Or Fiend Skull Dragon. Nah, I think Bolter. It negates the Grizzly. So it looks like Chaos Control. Oh, they go all in. Alrighty. Do it. Do it! So I think they banish even. Yeah. I don't think if I would have done the Bolter play. Yes, they can negate spells. Let's see. Alrighty, let's activate Duo. They still have, no. They just have one Thunder Dragon in hand, so. But, okay. They have Bolter, totally forgot that. LOL. I think all we can do is, well, they have Mirror Force, so. We will set Gay Lizard. But they will attack with the Bolter anyways. That would negate the effect. I think we have to get rid of the Bolter at least. Let's summon Gatling Dragon, our only chance. Maybe we can really, really sneak out a win. 1 heads. Come on. 3 heads. 2 at least, please. Yes. So we got the Mirror Force, so we definitely don't attack. Yeah, nothing more we can do here. Maybe they have a BLS or a Sork, whatever. Yeah. What will they get back? I can get back the Sork, sure. Kaiko even. Alright. So 1100. No monster. Knock is not doing it. But at least now we can have a use of the Gale Lizard for the Sork, but they could they could get it back immediately, fortunately. Let's set Mother Grizzly, set the knock, try to survive anyhow. So we will go into another Mother Grizzly and then into, I don't know, Serp. Maybe we draw into Metamorphosis. They have another Chaos Monster. Sure, why not? Why not? Heavy Storm. This actually does something. LOL. There we go. So once Sork is gone, let's set the Gale Lizard and die like a man. Okay, I think that's... Okay. You got it, opponent. You got it. You got it. Okay, we play against Chaos Control. Let's side in the Token Thanksgiving, the Mad Sword Beast, Kaiku. A third decree should be fine. Creature Swap should be worse. Maybe they don't play Scapegoats, but I think they definitely do. Let's get rid of the Savage. I think we can cut one Grizzly. And one Scapegoat. Yeah. If we don't have the Creature Swap, and we don't play against an aggressive deck, I think one Scapegoat is fine with 2 Metamorphoses. Especially when we draw it turn 1. Okay, that looks like summoning Mother Grizzly, set Decree, set Scapegoats. Yeah. You have the Metamorphosis if we need to go to Tear. Set Monster, sure. So Tear turn 1. But we can summon our own Tear and have a very weird matchup already. We didn't see any decrees from the opponent. Let's see. Okay, Abyss Soldier. We could bounce back the Tear. I think that would be way better. We still have the emergency plan of our own Tear. They won't get a Dark in the grave. I think that's better. Then attack for 1800. Should we set something? Let's set the Token Thanksgiving to play around Duo. If they have Storm, they have Storm. If they have Duo, they have Duo. Okay. Sinister Serpent, please. Okay. We could go into Tear. I don't think I like that so much here. It could be a Moth, could be a Spy, could be a Sangan. Let's just attack. It's a Decoy-chi. Good. Very good. Yep. If they have duel, be my guest. Chaos. So now we have a use of the Metamorphosis, hopefully. BLS, alrighty. But this could be huge now with the Decree and the Metamorphosis. So let's see. This will be definitely an end phase Decree. Ultra Evolution Pill. You do nothing here. So, Metamorphosis, Tears coming down. Hopefully no book, alright. And attack with a big chunk of 3,000. Awesome. That's it. Let's see what they do. Chaos is so not live. Maybe they have a Snatch. Set monster. Another token Thanksgiving, okay. We should definitely wait with this. Let's just attack. Sangan. So now they can have maybe a Sinister Serpent loop to block all our attacks, or have a Moth for a meta, Night Assailant, okay. That's fine. If they said it, we won't attack. Maybe wait for a Zug, or I don't know. Unfortunately, both Abyss Soldiers are gone. So no use here. I think we just have to chill. Could also summon Serpentine Princess. Attack with the Tear, they get rid of it, we attack with 1400, but I think that's not the play. Let's set this and chill. Traps are shut down, we are not so much in a hurry. Knock, that's fine. I think they didn't see any dino stuff till now. Just water. They think like water control, they're like, what the hell are you playing there? We would have had the combo if we had a dinosaur. Gay lizard, alright. I don't know. Maybe we should do that play with attacking. We would give them a okay, they don't have a light. Maybe we should take advantage of this and try to get in. But I think we just wait. We just wait. If this is a Night Assailant, it's not a 1-star, so if they draw into meta, shouldn't be the biggest problem. Break after break. Well, we could have 800 life points if we activate Token Thanksgiving. So now Light Dark is set up. PLS is gone, so if this is a Sork, they banish, we can flip up the Gay Lizard next turn. They could flip the Night Assailant, unfortunately. There goes Chaos, sure. Why not? Maybe we draw into... I don't know. Well, well. Yep. Maybe I was too conservative. Maybe we should have done the other play. I don't know. Spell Canceller. Here we go. Alright. Heavy Storm. Can't activate that one. Well, well. Let's set the Decree past the turn. Maybe we can get a plus and feel a little bit better. Spell Canceller. Mad Sword Beast. Well, it's the defense. They always had chaos immediately. That's so sad. Let's draw our last pathetic card. Miss T. Alright. Well, no chance at all. No chance at all. Well, Spell Canceller didn't do really much here. We would have lost even without it. So, well, that was a very frustrating match number 1. Let's get definitely another one, so see you next duel. Alright, last match was pretty bad. Don't know if it makes it to the video. Let's see. Playing against Bean Boy 401k. Alrighty. Have fun. This hand looks decent. Pretty decent. I don't know if we should... Yeah, we definitely should activate Graceful. Into pot. Okay. Well, Abyss Soldier doesn't do so much here. But we have the Ulti Pill and the Black Tyranno, so I want to keep them. Tribe is super early. Stein is good. Decree is good. Meta doesn't do so much, but we could go into King Dragoon. That's all kind of pretty good. But I think we stick to the combo. Let's get rid of Tribe. And I think the meta. Let's get rid of the meta. Sorry. Grizzly, Dark Triceratops. Okay. Still no Serpent. Like no Sea Serpent. No, was it? Serpent, yeah, I think so. Well, let's summon Mother Grizzly, set Decree. Has the turn. What a start. What maybe bad decisions. We just have to go to Sinister Serpent, maybe have some plays. Could be good with the Decree. Seems like we play just against Turbo today. Set monster. Set card. Pass the turn. Alright, duo. So full Trinity already resolved. I think we just... Should we tribute summon? We could also play Stein to like Alter or Fiend Skull Dragon. Or to the big boy. I don't know. Let's play Stein. What should we do else? I think Balter is even a little bit better. I know Fiend Skull Dragon is not targeted by traps, but we have the Decree anyways. So, could also play King Dragoon. Let's get King Dragoon. Spirit Reaper. Alright. Well, that Dark Triceratops goes hard next turn if we survive. Yep. Into Stein. Yep. So it looks like Chaos Warrior. Should we decree now? I think so. Alright. Moth. Well, of course, tribe would be good here, but I think we just could go into Serpent by attacking into the Sasuke. Then tribute. Then use Ultra Evolution Pill. That would be way funnier. Let's do this. They won't get a dark. Let's do this. So, Mother Grizzly goes to grave. We go into Serpente. Then we attack over the Sasuke. Now we use Ultra Evolution Pill. Tribute the Serpent. Get out Black Tyranno. Here we go. And hope it won't die. Till next turn. So sad, just a Gravekeep, Necro Valley, Mystic Tomato. What are we doing here? Alright. Into... Damn. Awesome. Okay, okay. There goes our Black Tyranno, unfortunately. Gay Lizard. So now we would have another Reptile, not Sea Serpent. Where's my head? Where's my head? So we can get rid of the assailant when it declares an attack. I think we use Abyss Soldier to get rid of the Reaper. Could also set Moth. But we are so low. I think we have to win fast. So let's play Abyss Soldier. Declare attack against the Reaper. Then attack with the King Dragoon. I think... Oh, Serpent will be stopped, right? Alright. So they took the 1800. I think we do nothing more here. Unfortunately, Chaos is set up if they play. I think they definitely should play BLS. Or maybe Sork even. Okay. GG. GG. So, Gravekeeper, Chaos, whatever. Kaiku is good, I think. I like the Smashing Ground. I like the Mobius, to be honest. So let's get out one Dark Triceratops. Yeah, let's cut one Mother Grizzly. And I think, as always, the salvage goes out. And the creature swap. Creature swap is fine, I think. Book of Moon. Book of Moon is not doing so much here. Yeah, I think that's fine. Let's see. Playing against Gravekeeper is just awesome. Love it. We didn't even activate the duo. Didn't think it was necessary here with the Thunder Dragons, and we were so low. I really wanted to keep the life as high as possible with the Stein. I think King Dragoon was a good decision. I think maybe even with the decrease, the Chunky Koala would be better maybe. So Thunder Dragon into pot, pretty bad for us. But if we draw a Dino, we have the combo. Okay, dokie. Tsukiyomi. Well, we got the combo with the tear. I think we definitely activate Duo. I know they have the TDs, but what should we do? They lose maybe at least one real card. Let's see. Okay, Spy, very good hit. So now Chaos is live. I think we just set the Gale Lizard. Maybe we can have a combo, like a loop with the Tsukiyomi. That would be so awesome. Zing Zen Hu, are you kidding me? Okay. I was setting this one as a like a bait if they have like Dust Tornado, and now they have Zing Zen Hu and I'm just smoked. Soul Exchange, alright. So this could be what's the guy, the Gravekeeper guy with 1900 attack, or maybe they play even stuff like Guardian Sphinx, is it that? The big pyramid thing with the bouncy effect. Well, let's see what it is. We got a knock. Ah, it's a TD. Where's my head? I'm so stupid. Where is my head? Well, yeah, maybe I would have done the same. Yeah, that is over. It's a Sangan. Well, well. Haiku. Yeah, I think we just attack into the Reaper. If we are able to. Ring, okay. Let's set the Metamorphosis. Better to have it set than to get it stolen from Reaper, so. Sure. Ah, these ones, okay. Maybe they know this is a bait. Let's see, if we maybe draw into another Scapegoat, this would be good. This is not it. So, what the hell? Soul Exchange, Gravekeeper, Chaos, whatever. Alright, awesome. I don't care if we lose this, if we win this, this is just awesome. Well, I have Mobius, so Decree gets worse. Let's get in a Torrential for sure. I still like the Smashing Ground, still like the Creature Swap. I like chainable stuff, like Book. Let's cut one of these. Sorry. Alright. We had some dinosaur stuff in this match already, so I'm not sad if we won't have it. Well, we got the Reptile and the Ultra Pill. I'm glad we cut one. Here we definitely set the Gale Lizard and nothing more. Won't play into that Sing Zen Hu again, for sure. TD again. That was the basic move of every game of every opponent today. Well, still not sure if I will add match 1 to the video. It was against Turbo, and they had like all answers, so. That is bad. Yeah, we have to do it, it's mandatory. So maybe Yeah, that looks like a good old breaker play. But definitely hitting the Pot of Greed first. What could that be? Stein. This could be like everything. They have DD Warrior Lady. So let's summon Breaker. Maybe that's a Zing Zhen Hu or whatever. I don't care. Oh yeah, there it goes. Okay. 1600 going in, and I think we got the combo. We got the combo. We do nothing else. Maybe next turn we have a super huge push. Another breaker. We don't care. Okay. Next turn we could have a big push with the snatch and the breaker. Please set just one back row. 2 back rows. Alright. Okie dokie. So we could... Let's see. Okay. We have the Prima, so we could get back the Gale Lizard, the Reptile. We don't have anything... Could get... No, we can't get Ryosenshi, unfortunately. Yeah, we can get Ryosenshi. To avoid, like, Mirror Force. Should have a win here, right? Black Tyranno, 2600. Let's snatch first. Definitely. We hit... Let's flip a coin. Tails is left, heads is right. Solemn. Okay, that makes things easier. We could try, but we don't do it, I think. Let's summon Stein. Ask for a negate. So we have 2000, 2600, this is 700, 27. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Let's get Ryosenshi. Now we will get back the Gale Lizard. Still got life points for just one Ryosenshi activation. Didn't count that in, but Black Tyranno coming down. And we had the normal summon. Yeah, nothing more we can do here. Attack into the breaker. Man, oh man. So this was 725, 20, yeah. Man, what an ending. What an ending. Just awesome. Dinosaur, Ultra Evolution Pill stuff. We even played through one Solemn. We had good cards here, but man, that Prima won us the game. Awesome. Just love it. Yep, I'm so satisfied with the deck. Super cool. We made some dinosaur action. We trampled down some opponents. I think this is perfect to round up our Dinosaur Ultra Evolution Pill Control video. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. Do you have any ideas to make this better? There are not much dinosaurs, trust me. But if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, give it a thumbs up. Cornstruct signing out. I wish you all a good day. See you next video.